and his topic is investigating Indonesian university students' approach to learning and learning outcomes in the EFL context. And he's going to tell us about it in 3 minutes. Go for it, Gary.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine there are 40 students in a small classroom learning English while passively listening to the teacher's dominant talks. What do you think? As illustrated by the sleeping student picture on the slide, it could be pretty boring, isn't it? The worst thing is that students can become disengaged in the learning process. This situation happens in English classrooms in Bali, Indonesia. The big question is, how to awake these sleeping students? My study is to help students learning English in a more active and engaged way. It is done by emphasizing more on students' ability in researching rich information and responding to them in a more comprehensive way from multiple perspectives. I use resonant controversial issues like the smoking baby picture on the slide to increase students' curiosity and to motivate them in learning. Assisted by an online learning delivery mode, students were required to be more into problem posers while effectively elaborating available information in solving those problems. While doing this, I also investigated their learning approaches in the learning process. Despite the fact that students approach their learning more in a surface learning fashion, I found that there was a significant difference on students' learning outcomes before and after the study was conducted. This means that even though students consider memorizing is more favorable to achieve high scores, there was a significant shift on students' learning approaches towards gaining deeper understanding of particular topics. Isn't it interesting? I believe that my study is very important to help students learning English and thus to enable them to gain necessary life skills for the future. Since there is a scarcity of relevant studies, my PhD significantly adds to the pedagogy of English teaching and learning in the developing world context that still employs teacher-oriented learning, such as Indonesia. Using the previous illustration, certainly, we all don't want Balinese children to start picking up cigarettes when waking up in the morning, right? Instead, we want them to be more responsible in their own learning while actively engaging, self-evaluating, and self-reflecting on that. Now, this is very important to help them to be more ready to contribute to the development of the Balinese and Indonesian wider economy within future international context. Thank you.